Ariba was one of the best of breeds in procurement software. In fact, once a fierce competitor to SAP. But over the last 8 to 10 years, Ariba completely changed their business model. They went from the on-premise world and said, what if we can create a network that integrates companies with companies and help them procure through the network effect? So who better than Ariba to tell the story about the value of business networks as they evolve today? I'd like to invite Tim Minahan, SVP, Global Network Strategy, and the CMO of Ariba on stage. Please welcome Tim.
Thanks, Jim. It's great to be here.
Well, first of all, welcome to the family. It's a big family, you can see.
A very big family.
Listen, I was fascinated by this idea of a business network, and I know as we were discussing the possible acquisition, you know, this idea that we could bring together the largest business network in the world with more than 1 million companies connected with the SAP franchise, all these customers in the room. Wow, what an opportunity. And then since we made the acquisition, I've been interacting with many customers and I constantly get a lot of questions. So there is interest, but maybe you can help me answer some of the questions I hear from the customers. There are maybe 3 questions that I'd like to ask you on behalf of our customers. Number 1, what is the value of the Ariba network?
Well, absolutely, Jim. I'd be glad to. You see, at Ariba, we're all about eliminating the hassles, the costs, and the inefficiencies that come with connecting and collaborating between companies. We extend the value of the SAP footprint by giving companies new and a scalable way to collaborate and automate interactions with all of their suppliers and all of their customers. And importantly, we deliver this all through a single, standardized integration point. Companies can use Ariba's cloud applications and the Ariba network to better discover, connect, and collaborate, not just with your existing partners, but with new partners in more than 140 countries around the globe. So Jim, let me give you an example. Caterpillar. One of the world's largest and most recognized brands, Caterpillar, as you know, is a huge SAP shop. 8 SAP ECC instances around the world. In fact, part of Caterpillar's market-leading performance, no doubt, was the result of the greater insights and better performance and better process efficiency it was able to achieve using SAP systems. But when it came to connecting and collaborating outside the enterprise with their supply chain, CAT had a challenge. They were dealing with lots of paper, emails and faxes and postal mail from suppliers as far away as China. Sometimes it would take weeks just to get the paper into the SAP system so they could manage it. That meant accounts payable and procurement spent their time chasing order and invoice status and rekeying information into the SAP system. And that was just plain efficient. But CAT had a solution. They said, what if we were to connect our SAP systems to the Ariba network to handle complex catalog information for our most critical parts, to automate order and invoice collaboration with thousands of suppliers around the globe? Well, Jim, I'm happy to say today, through the combination of SAP and Ariba, 98% of Caterpillar's invoices are handled completely electronically, without manual intervention, totally touchless. In addition, Caterpillar now can manage the complexities of global value-added tax compliance across multiple geographies. And probably the best part, you'll like the best, is that throughout it all, they've been able to actually lower their cost of accounts payable by more than 70%.
That is true business value. Now I try and tell the same story when I meet customers, and then the next question is, so okay, I get it. Huge opportunity here to save costs in the time that I need that the most. But how do I get onto this network? What are you guys doing to make that easy for us now that you're one family instead of two?
Well, as you can quite imagine, we've been doing quite a bit, and in rapid fashion. So the SAP and Ariba teams are spending a lot of time together, developing out-of-the-box integration points using SAP NetWeaver for the common applications that you're using here today, like SAP ECC/MM, ECC FICO, SRM, and Business One, to make it even easier for these applications to take advantage of the power of the Ariba network. And I'm happy to announce today the availability of rapid deployment solutions for many of these applications. And you can see demonstrations right here on the show floor at SAPPHIRE. But we're not stopping there, Jim. We're evaluating integrating even more of the SAP portfolio to the Ariba network. Applications like APO and PLM and SCM, and as you heard earlier today, CRM. We're also working with integration partners like TIBCO and Del Boomi to help develop predefined adapters from your systems to the Ariba network so we can provide a flexible portfolio of integration options for you. And not the least of which, we're also leveraging Crossgator, SAP II, to provide sell-side connectivity. And lastly, the teams have gotten together to develop a clear roadmap for best-in-class procurement and invoice applications. And the key to this roadmap has been choice. If you want your best-in-class procurement applications in the cloud, SAP can deliver. If you want them on-premise, SAP can deliver that too. If you want them on your tablet or mobile device, you can get that with SAP. And for the existing Ariba customers and SAP application customers, we're continuing to commit to the innovation and support that you've come to expect. And that roadmap, Jim, is available today.
Thank you very much. So, if you are an SAP customer, you get the benefit of the integration, which was always our benefit. But what if you're not an SAP customer, you're an Ariba customer? I meet many Ariba customers who don't use SAP today, and the question I get from them is, how are you going to leverage the innovations of SAP, the HANA, the mobility? What's the plan there?
Great. Well, Jim, as you can imagine, we're fascinated with the new technologies from SAP and how they can complement what we do at Ariba. We see huge potential, as Vishal had mentioned at TechEd Las Vegas, for those of you that were there. We see a huge potential for Ariba to leverage these technologies from SAP. Technologies like HANA, analytics, and mobility. You see, the Ariba network has more than 15 years of high-volume transactional information, relationship information, community-generated content, all of which can benefit from the real-time insights and analytics that HANA can provide. Imagine a day when every member of this community, buyers, sellers, bankers, other partners, can get the information they need to make more informed decisions faster. We're also amazed with the beautiful mobile applications that SAP brings to bear. I'm personally excited about the supplier briefing application that I can't wait to get into the hands of our users. And in addition, this is just the beginning. We see a whole host of new opportunities where the SAP portfolio can leverage the Ariba network and Ariba can leverage the SAP portfolio. In short, Jim, we think that every business process that touches the edge of the enterprise can run better through a business network.
Well, thank you very much. A business network that today, dear customers and partners, is already having a business volume of more than 300 billion euros annually, is now made easier to access and faster because of HANA and mobility. Thank you very much. That's an exciting opportunity.
Great. Well, thank you, Jim. I just want to say we are very excited at Ariba. We're ready to support all of you, the SAP ecosystem. We have folks here at SAPPHIRE that are looking forward to developing unique roadmaps just for your companies. We hope to see you there. And Jim, thanks for having us here.
Tim, thank you very much.